I'm Seb, and welcome to Persona 3 Reload, the game about fighting monsters and finding love with high schoolers. Minors. During the day, you live out the life of a normal Japanese high school student, but every night at 12 a.m., the dark hour begins, and shadows come out to terrorize humanity. So, it's our job as the Chosen One to use our persona, stop the shadows, and save the world. This will be my first ever Persona game, and I'm excited to get into it for two reasons. One is that I've heard anime freaks love this game. I actually consider myself to be an anime veteran. I'm basically fluent in Japanese at this point. Onegai shimasu, sugoimasu, ganbaremasu. Oi, 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 oi. I love Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan, Naruto, My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute, Bleach, Death Note. Dude, I fucking love Death Note, bro. The second reason I'm excited to play this game is a little more of a touchy subject. I'm gonna get real for a second. Love in my real life hasn't been working out. I've been on the apps, going out every weekend, but for some reason, it seems like no matter what I do, no woman will even look in my direction. I get the classic excuses. I have a boyfriend, please let me out of your trunk. It's just not working out. But luckily, I can find love in Persona 3. So I'm gonna use this game to learn to be smooth with the babes. And by the end of this video, I'm gonna be dating every single girl in Persona 3 Reload. Grab a notebook, you might learn something. Alright, welcome to the first day of anime high school. Last night some crazy shit went down and the dark hour started while I was moving into my new dorm. The boy in striped pajamas or something made me sign a contract I didn't read, which was actually a plot device for me to choose my name. Of course, I needed something badass and mysterious for the hose. It was either this or Zaddy. Your name is important when talking to hoes because, guys, your name might just be an ick. If you have to walk up to the bitches and tell them your name is Milton, you were finished before your mouth even opened. That's a Riz tip for you guys. You can't make this shit up, but this Democrat's still wearing a fucking mask in 2024. Pandemic's over, pal. So I've been looking around, exploring the school, talking to people, and finally, I've met target number one. My teacher, Miss Toriumi. This lady's gonna be all over me. Watch how I work.
I'm Ms. Toriumi. I teach composition. Welcome to our school.
Thanks, nice to meet you, or what's your first name? And there's an obvious choice here, but to understand, you're gonna need a quick anime lesson. Anime has a last name culture, so when anime characters introduce themselves to each other, they don't use their first names. Using someone's first name would be implying that you were extremely close with them, often even romantically involved. So most guys would say one of the first two choices, but obviously, these are just beta male responses. If I show her that I'm confident and too cool for social norms, she won't be able to get me out of her head.
You don't need to know my first name. Don't ask such things of a teacher.
You bitch. After school, I'm talking to a friendly student and Yukari, who I met last night because she lives in my dorm. Apparently, this dude heard rumors about us walking to school together, which we did, and that brings me to anime. In anime, when a guy and girl walk to school together, the world is turned upside down, and rumors spread to the entire school about it, which I've never understood because at my high school, the rumors were like, bro, did you hear that guy crashed his car into a telephone pole while he was on Adderall? Or I heard she was with 5 guys at once at her last school. But yeah, in anime high school.
Psst. Hey, you came to school with Takeba-san.
You're the guy who went out with Takeba on the first day of school, right?
That's him?
You're practically a celebrity.
Impossible. Now she's saying there's nothing between us, but she won't be able to resist silver-tongued Darth Vader for long. So I finish up talking to people around school, Milady, and I head back to the dorms to sleep. Two days later, I've been going to school during the day, while at night my classmates gang stalk me on surveillance cameras. They have like my fucking vitals on the screen, bruh. When suddenly, the clock strikes midnight. This is the dark hour. The night sky is consumed by an eerie green, where normal puddles turn blood red, and every person outside the dorm has been transmogrified into coffins. It turns out a giant shadow monster has come to attack, so we run to the roof to escape it, but no, don't kill yourself. この心の闇をいつか光を見つけるだろうと思っていましたが、私の人生で良いことは一つも起こりませんでした。なぜ何度もこの世界は私に苦しみだけを見せてきました。さあ、私は自由になります。 Sayonara. Zangoku Naseka. Oh, it's my powers. After I fucking smoke these freaks in some extreme turn-based combat, Skinny Dr. Egghead, who's been coming to me in my dreams the first few nights, explains that the thing above me was my persona, and this game revolves around them. A persona is an external representation of my personality, but there are two things that distinguish Darth Vader as a persona user. One, everyone else has one persona, and that's the only one they can use. It's like if in Pokemon you could only ever use one Pokemon. But I can accumulate multiple personas and switch between them whenever I want. Number two, I can also fuse personas and make new ones, kind of like if you could mash two Pokemon together to craft a new one. The personas are categorized by types, so for example, this is a magician type. There are 22 different types, and each type has a person in my daytime life that corresponds with it. Mitsuru, for example, is the Empress type, and as I become better and better friends with her, and eventually she twerks for me at night,
I want to be with you tonight.
my Empress type personas will get stronger. So this is the game. I need to make friends and smack buns during the day to make me stronger while I fight shadows at night. It's time to get to work. I just finished school and Yuko from the track club is all alone. She doesn't know it yet, but she's about to become my first victim. The first in my masked girlfriend collection. Let's walk home together. Come on.
Actually, no, I'm in a hurry today.
You are a fucking disgusting, ugly person. What is this? Why does this always happen? I guess I'll just make some friends first. Meet Kenji Tomochika. Being friends with him boosts my magician personas, so we like to eat ramen after school. He's a nice guy, I guess, but he's also extremely horny. So horny that he's devised a plan to ask out one of his teachers because he thinks she's into him.
She's not mainstream beautiful, but she's really pretty. She's got these cute little eyes and a sexy body.
I'm sure this'll end well. Oh,
She said yes!
it worked. At least he told me it worked, but I have a feeling he's got the wrong idea because teachers don't usually just fuck students, I don't know. But it doesn't actually matter what I think. To achieve a level 10 bond with Kenji and max out the bond to my magician personas, I need him to value me as his most trusted, closest friend, and to do that, I can't actually tell him his plan to go out with Miss Kano is stupid. I'm worse off being an honest, genuine friend and telling him what I actually think. Instead, I need to be cold and calculating. I need to rationally choose the response he wants to hear based on his personality. Sometimes this is easy, like here he's telling me about how good the ramen is, and I have two options. I can either say, I know what you mean, or shut up and eat. Obviously, I too will glaze the ramen. But sometimes it's more difficult. One time while we were getting burgers together after school, Kenji tells me he found a wedding dress magazine in his teacher's house and believes she wants to get married to him. He then announces that he's gonna marry her the second he graduates and asks me if this is a good plan. I analyze Kenji to be blindly optimistic, irrational, passionate, horny, and one-track minded. If I raise any doubts about his relationship with his teacher, he won't understand what I'm saying, and he'll be pissed. Because he's excited about the idea of marrying his teacher, being indifferent would also make him mad, leaving the best possible response. I'll tell him congrats, even though his teacher probably is just tutoring him and is planning on marrying someone her own age. Sure, telling him he's rushing things now would probably be the right thing to do, the good friend thing to do, but that doesn't matter. I just need him to like me. It's perfect. Another level up. Turns out, spoiler alert, are you fucking stupid? Obviously she was slurping up another guy. And guess whose arms Kenji cried in. Alright, back to business, the hose, bro. So far, it seems they're immune to my psychological tricks, but I've been whittling Yukari down. We fight shadows and Tartarus together every night. We even watch horror movies in the dorm sometimes. I just gotta play this cool. You look beautiful today. Let's walk home together.
Yeah.
This game is turning me into a serial killer. You know what? I didn't want to walk home with you anyway, fucking bitch. Fucking slut. As the in-game weeks have gone by, I've made a lot of friends. Miyamoto from the track team, Bebe from the fashion club, the monk, my track rival, Hayase, and a lot more. I've also been avoiding people like this fat fucking Jabba the Hutt, Baron Harkonnen. I really don't have anything against the whale, but it's just inconvenient to find some people after school, and I am not Googling his schedule, like, no. I think at this point, I've gotten pretty good at selecting the right dialogue options, even when it's something I don't believe or I'm leading them in the wrong direction. But one person almost stumped me. Meet Maiko Uhashi. She's a 9-year-old girl who waits at the playground alone because she needs someone to play with. Hanging out with Maiko boosts my hanged man persona, so I play tag or build in the sandbox with her in my free time, maybe even buy her some food if she's hungry. Apparently, if I build a strong enough connection with her, we can promise to
Can we get married?
marry each other, but I think the word for that rhymes with brooming. As I spend more time with Maiko, she starts to talk to me about her broken family at home. She says her mom and dad always argue and she just wants everyone to get along. She even overheard them saying that they were going to get a divorce. So one day, after the park, I take her to get a burger, and in a moment of confusion and sadness, she asks me, why would they get a divorce? I'm presented with 3 possible responses, but only one correct solution. Divorce is a delicate subject, so I have to think rationally and choose carefully. Option 1 is they fell out of love. Telling her they fell out of love is most likely the truth, however, that doesn't necessarily mean it's what Maiko wants to hear, because if her parents truly are out of love, there's no hope of them getting back together. The truth won't make her like me. Option 2 is I don't know. To a normal person, telling her I don't know may seem like the best, most reasonable option, because I really don't know. However, this response would be a mistake. Since every adult figure in her life probably tells her they don't know, when they probably do have some idea why, she'll just see me as another lying adult. I have to give a clear, decisive answer while also making her think she can depend on me for the truth, leaving me with one option. It was probably your fault.
What did I do? Mom and Dad must hate me.
Stupid little girl. This is when she's most susceptible to manipulation.
He hit me.
After I hit a level 10 bond with any of my social links, they give me some item, a token of our friendship, and tell me I'm their best friend who they'll always be able to trust.
What I did figure out is you're a true friend.
But Kenji, I've never considered you a friend. Not even for a second. Not Maiko, not Kaz, not Hiraga. People are nothing but tools to me. All of them. I don't care what I have to do, or what lie I have to tell to make them trust me. In this world, people are pawns, because winning is everything. If you want to become rich and famous, take this lesson into real life. Love bomb people, and then ghost them. Play the victim. Give the silent treatment. Guilt trip them until they're desperate for your validation. And that's when they'll do anything for you. It's a little life tip for you guys. I'm asking out girl number 3 right now, and guys, I'm being bad right now. Never do this in real life. This is how you end up in the girls' group chat, her private story, the school exposed page. But I'm trying to fuck everyone in this game, so I have to. Let's go. Lock in with me. Let's walk home together.
My apologies.
Oh my god, dude. Bitches don't want to walk home with anyone. This is a terrible line. Who says this? If this game let me choose my own moves, it's over. The ladies would be all over Darth Vader, dude. If I could just like send freaky texts, dick pics, nut videos, everything, it would be over. That's not true. The reason I'm coming off like a creep and making the hoes uncomfortable is because I have low character stats. I need to improve my courage, academics, and charm. If I max all them out, I'll be the big man on campus, and I'll have any high school lady of my choosing. In the video game. Of course, chasing these fake women also has a practical use, because smashing boosts my personas. I need to bang Yukari to max the boost to my lover's personas, but she won't even look in my direction until I'm charm level 6 charismatic. Milady won't even talk to me until I'm a level 6 max genius academic. So I get to work, studying, working. As far as I'm concerned, all my stats need to be maxed so I can be the Riz King of anime high school. I can up my charm by working a part-time job, eating collagen ramen, watching self-help videos, or answering questions right in class. I can raise my courage also by working a part-time job, eating a surprise burger, or sleeping in class. I can raise my academics by studying, eating fish, and reading books. I spent months of in-game time maxing all my stats, until, finally... Let's walk home together.
Hey, so... But I feel like you understand and...
Yeah, okay. Okay. But wait. Isn't it kind of weird that to max out my personas in-game, I have to bang virtual underage NPCs? What am I doing? Who am I? Yeah, I think it is, actually. Which brings us to Anime rule number 3. Minors will be sexualized. This rule has allowed many creeps to find refuge in the anime community.
Hey, what do you look for in a girl? A girl that's like 4 foot tall.
Check his hard drive, check his phone, check his Apple Watch.
And I suspect that these people may have infiltrated Persona 3 as well. So, I'll be picking up the gavel and powdered wig, playing judge, to charge or release possible Persona creeps. Case 1. This case comes from TikTok, showing Yukari's battle panties outfit, which you can choose to put on her. A concerned commenter responds, "Isn't she in high school?" Womp womp, our suspect responds. Another concerned commenter writes, "Persona fans need to leave minors alone." Distraught emoji. Womp womp. How is this man still at large in the cyberspace? This is an open and shut case, no trial needed.
I sentence you to public execution.
Case 2 comes from YouTube. A very risky video here from Mojo Plays, making a list of all Persona romance options ranked. Since all the possible romance options, except for 1 or 2, involve minors, I'm having trouble seeing how he could make a video like this without implicating himself.
We can understand why someone might take a liking to Fuuka. Every one of us has had a crush on a super timid girl at one point or another. However, it isn't the nervousness or even the
Jeez. Surprisingly though, throughout his entire video, nothing stands out to the prosecution as overtly perverted. However, he does seem to be fond of romance options with boys.
Would you mind calling me Aki? Come on, let me hear how.
Oh my god. He might be taking guys' butts, smoking bologna, which is totally fine, but yeah, I don't know what's going on with him.
I get it though. Love is love. I mean, you should do whatever you want. It's just don't shove it down my throat. That's the problem with these Democrats. So do it where I cannot see.
If we're lucky, we might be able to stick him with a 1st or 2nd degree zesty charge, but the prosecution isn't looking to pursue further action at this time. Case 3. To nobody's surprise, perhaps the most egregious suspects come from Reddit. Under a post titled, "Ladies and gentlemen, who will be your Persona 3 waifu in Reload?" a suspect responds, "Mitsuru looks damn hot." The jury has decided to charge this perpetrator with horniness of the 2nd degree, and we were even able to stick him with a 1st degree socially inept charge. Another suspect responds, "Yuko. She is kind and I love dark-skinned girls." A concerning comment, however, nothing more than a petty horniness charge. What concerns the court is what the original poster responds with. Quote, "I also loved her nice dark complexion. It looks sexy." No need for deliberation in this case. The suspect is being charged with 2nd degree horniness, creepiness, social ineptitude, and attraction to minors. We're looking at life imprisonment or even capital punishment here if he's from a death penalty state. Our final case is another open and shut situation, coming from the Game Banana modding platform. A modder created the Busty Yukari mod, which... What are you doing? Which keeps every aspect of the game the same, except an increase to the 16-year-old Yukari's bust size. A significant increase, with added jigglage. Given the fine, I'll do it myself nature of his crime, we've been able to stick him with horniness and creepiness to the 3rd degree, and he's already been given a life sentence without any possibility of parole, as his mod has been banned completely. Serious talk though, I think Anime Rule 3 is interesting because despite how actually weird it is, it's still in every anime out there. So then, adult men go on Reddit and discuss which of these minors is the sexiest, with the excuse that these girls aren't real. But that logic doesn't really make sense to me. If I make a mod that gives Ken an outfit where he's naked except for a pair of latex tighty whities and it claps when he walks, would that be okay just because he's not real? No, because that would imply I'm a freak and I like kids in real life. If someone modded it, would it be okay to go through a romance option with Koromaru and then bang him in the end just because he's not a real dog? No. So, is it really okay to sexualize anything just because it's not real? Alright, serious talk over. This outfit clears the 49. I've been talking about it, but I spend, I think, more time fighting shadows in Tartarus than going around doing daily life stuff, but nothing interesting really happens here except for some, weird voice lines.
It's great, but I also miss Kirijo-senpai navigating. It kind of felt like getting stepped on.
Yukari and I have been through a lot together. Of course, our class had an outing to the beach, why, the Anime Rule 3, and I hugged her, bro. Oh my god, we hugged! She was also showering and came out wrapped in a towel during one of the boss fights,
What? How do these Japanese guys always fit something like in here? We even went to the hot springs and oh my god! What? The girls are here? Naked? We've been watching scary movies, hanging out with the dog.
Oh, you're such a loyal dog. Good boy. Oh, you're such a loyal dog. Good boy.
So what I was about to do there is, as a response to that line, I was going to bark very loudly into my mic as a joke. But I've thought about it, and I think I'm not going to do that. But now, my charm is max level 6. I'm ready to take things to the next level. And yeah, she's salivating to walk home with me now. What? Yup. You see this? I'm so rizzy. She can never dodge an alpha male. So we went on some dates. She trauma dumped me about her parents like a classic woman. Boring. I even saved her from some criminals until finally...
I'm only gonna say this once, okay? I love you. I love you. I love you.
And you already know I'm in the bedroom. Let's start this up. I'm about to dive in it. Yeah, okay. She's not ready to say goodnight. Okay.
I'm blushing, aren't I?
Baby, let me lay it down. What? That was it? No twerking, no brick makers, nothing? Can I still return this game?